score. Spit the check up on the chain, flood the diamonds, they imported. Love it when I make it rain, but to my
Welcome
mama,
back
it's
to the
sweet.
Shadow After Dark show. I'm your host through this midnight magic, Shadow the Gold-Toothed villain, leader of the Water Nation, the Zion Panther, and I got my lovely co-host with me here, Jeno.
Hi, I'm Jen, founder of Helping Everyone Achieve Love, where we want you to help yourself, find yourself, and love yourself.
Love yourself, love thyself. Now, in wake of what's going on due to the COVID-19 and the quarantine, the pandemic, everybody has to stay inside the house. Nobody can go anywhere. Everybody on house arrest. Everybody a felon right now. That's just how we got to live. It is what it is.
Yep.
That being said, everybody's on social media. Everybody's going live, whether you want to see them live or you don't. Whether you care about their life or you don't, they're going live. Nobody cares. Everybody's living virtually right now, online, and it's an interesting time, you know. So our first topic we wanted to touch on here in the Shadow After Dark show is social media and the relationship. Obviously, that's what we're going to hit on. I personally believe that social media can strengthen your relationship. I believe that it is a tool where you guys can share memes back and forth, you know, find different things in common that you love online and bond, you know, send shit to shop. Like there's just so many ways that it can go good on social media, you know, in the relationship. Now, I understand following each other can get a little sticky depending on how fast your exes are or, you know, how popping your ex is on social media, because jealousy can come into effect and it can ruin the relationship. So I understand that aspect of it. But that's just where I'm coming from. That's what I believe. I think that I have faith in social media in the relationship. I think I fight to keep it. I would fight to keep it.
I mean, I would, but I wouldn't. It just depends, because I feel like nobody's really using social media. Like, we're all just trying to impress each other. Like, we're so focused on what other people think of our relationship that we're not really focusing on our relationship. You know what I mean? Like, with social media, with the intentions of, okay, how is it going to help? Like, in some ways, yes, it can, but it's also very damaging because you care more about, well, you didn't post this, like, you didn't post me as your Woman Crush Wednesday.
Like
or
expectations
like
now that they have
like,
to live up to with the social media posts.
And not only that, but it's like all the insecurities and jealousy comes in. Like, anybody likes somebody of the opposite sex, and like, unless they're not a family member, it's like, why'd you like that? Why are you liking that picture?
Yeah,
why are you liking that post?
But there has to be there obviously should be some ground rules when
Right.
it comes to social media, like the extent of what you can do to other people's pictures.
Right.
Like, are you gonna let your significant other? Can he like anything?
Yeah.
Can he like any female's photo? Any photo that involves a female, whether she's naked or whether she's fully clothed? Can he like that, or is it a problem if he likes that?
I think it depends on the picture.
Okay, so for you, it depends on the picture. It has to
Yeah.
be what? She got to be half naked?
If she's in a bikini or anything, like flossing anything, like, no.
What if
why are
she-
you liking that? And why are you looking enough to like it? Straight up. How would my man feel if I was liking a picture of some dude shirtless, or like some dude at the gym flexing?
But
like,
it's just the Instagram. It's just the Instagram profile. It ain't nobody. It's not like.
yeah, but if
it's
it's
not like
someone that
that's
they
somebody that-
know, like
Well,
someone
that's
that they might
different. That's
know,
different.
like if
That's
it's a
different.
celebrity or something, yeah, I don't care. You
Not,
like what
I'm
you
not talking
want.
celebrity. I'm talking random ass Instagram model, run of the mill. You know how many Instagram models there are?
Yeah.
There's thousands.
I
There's
guess-
millions probably Instagram models.
I think at that point I'd be like, why are you following that many Instagram models?
and that might be the real issue on it.
Yeah.
That might be. I'm gonna let my girl like some photos, you know.
What if she loves it? You know how you can do that.
Well,
What if she like she took the time to hold her finger and, ooh, I love
well,
that.
first and foremost, we're only gonna follow each other on one platform.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna put it.
Right.
I say we only follow each other on one platform. So, baby, you can choose if you want to. Snap, IG, Twitter. Those are your options, and you
But-
get to choose one of those.
But it
that we can follow
ain't
each
even
other.
about your profile anymore, though. Like, she gonna be looking at everyone else's that you associates with profile and what they're posting of you.
To stalk me?
Yeah, like I've done it. If my man's like, I straight up have done it. I've dated a musician and he would go on tour. Like, straight up, I was looking at every
So you
tour
had to-
buddy that he was on. I wanted to know their Facebook lives at every second. Like, what the fuck were you doing? Like,
But did you follow him?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but he wasn't posting that?
No, I mean, not really. He would, but he just he wasn't like a social media type of person, like where he would go live.
Okay.
But he hung out with a bunch of little artists that did.
Okay.
And they'd document every second.
So did
of
you
their
have any
tour.
ground rules then?
No, not really.
And so you guys, you followed each other on everything, or what?
Yeah, because why? Like, what are you gonna post on one platform that you're not on another? Because here's the
A
thing,
lot.
too. Exactly.
People act a fool
Well,
on Twitter
and then-
Snap that the way they don't act on Instagram.
That's what I'm
people,
saying.
On Snap,
because
people go
you can
up.
use words, and you can put like more than just a picture. Like, and that's why I like with Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Like, you post a status, it goes to the extent of like, okay, they post something like some kind of quote or something like that, and maybe it's something that's kind of directed towards something that kind of makes you feel a certain type of way in your relationship, and they're liking that, like, or even going and reading certain articles and liking or sharing certain articles. Like, it all comes down to that. And I honestly, this is what I think about social media. If you look at like the numbers, so back in like our grandparents' generation, when they didn't have social media,
Right.
look at how many less like of a divorce rate we had than we do now. Like, now everybody comes from a split home.
And you're blaming that on social media?
Oh, for sure. Because I mean, good old
that's-
great grandpa Bobby back in the day. I mean, he had no choice but to say, "Okay, honey, like, this is my schedule. This is what I'm going to be doing for the day. I'm going to go do my thing and then come home." Like, you had to walk down the street to go like talk to somebody.
I mean, you have a point. You have a point. Social media has influenced us as people to want to go further and travel. Now you can long distance date. Now you can be in a relationship where you can drive, a couple hundred miles to see your little thing. So it makes sense. But that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of social media. You can have long distance relationships. You can still have this bond. You can still do these little things as long as, like I said, you lay some ground rules down with that social media. Like, y'all don't have to follow the way I do, but that's just the way I do it. We can follow each other on one social media.
Yeah.
We keep it at that. You do not have to like my photo. Lay that right then and there. You don't gotta like my shit. I ain't gotta like your shit. So don't come at me asking why you didn't like why I was the 48th like when your shit had been posted for 2 hours. And I ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful on how far you let that shit slide.
Well, and then it goes into too, like, at what point do you say in a relationship with so and so on Facebook? Like, at what point?
Realistically, if you post somebody more than twice, then you in a relationship with them on social media.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about in real life, and
Yeah.
because people fake
yeah.
social media relationships that they're not really in real life.
Yeah.
Which is some weirdo shit.
And they
that
also
people
don't
do.
post too to hide from relationships that they're in.
Yeah. Drake ain't post his baby for a long time. His baby mama they went through. He was not ready for that.
Yeah.
You know how that go. So that on social media, lay some ground rules. Be open with what you guys are gonna post, and don't restrict each other. Just if she gonna post something that's gonna hit you right in your heart, then you just gonna have to swallow that pill and keep it pushing. And you post your thirst trap and watch her get in her heart, and then you go on smiling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate clapback flex.
Yeah, and if they're that concerned, they can go and make a joint profile like those people do. Like,
go to social media
so-and-so.
war. Like, fuck it, baby. You think you hot? Okay, so then I'm gonna be a hot boy too. Then we could do this, baby. But it's all fun. Like, you want to see them post. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, social media, we gonna move on. We gonna leave that there. We gonna go into our next topic, which is. This is gonna be a good one.
I know.
when to bring your significant other home to your family. And I don't mean parents when I say family. I mean, like, it could be your sisters, it could be your cousins, it could be, your grandparents, whoever is the people that are going to be that first barrier to meet, when they come into your circle and come into your life, because that's different people. Parents are a whole different situation. Parents are a toss-up. You never know if the parent situation is going to be set up for you to hit a home run because they already loved you and you done talked me up, baby, and you done told them about, you love your boy, you love your king, you know what I'm saying? Or your parents done heard about us fighting, you talking about, I hate you, you leave me alone, I'm blocking you. And then now they talking about, baby, why you with it? Why you with him? And then I got to pull, and then you pull up to the, pull up to the parents like, ugh.
Yeah.
So, Jenna.
I feel like it depends to me on, like, when do we decide that we're even going to be in a relationship? Like, you know what I mean? If I'm
you got to be in a relationship in order to introduce them to your family.
I personally wouldn't date somebody, like, without my parents meeting them. Like, I just wouldn't.
So you're going to introduce them, to them first?
No, but, like, you obviously start seeing someone that you're interested in. Okay, right. Like, you're dating. But I'm, like, when you're bringing them around, like, for me, like, everyone that I've dated, they've always just kind of been like, yeah, this is kind of a guy I'm talking to. Like, because that's a thing now. Like, it ain't even about dating
It's a thing, but it's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Just because y'all got commitment issues is not our problem. Some of us are looking to be in a committed relationship and love somebody to the end of their days. It's not, come on. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
See, for me, I would probably, just because I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, you're probably going to meet my siblings, like my sisters. You're probably going to meet my sisters.
But when? Like the first week? Like, what you mean?
No, probably after at least a couple months.
Oh, a couple months.
At least.
Okay.
Like, we would have to be steadily, like, talking consistently every day, going on dates, hooking up, whatever our thing is. Like, if we're doing that consistently for, like, a solid 2 months and I'm not talking to anybody else, then, yeah, I'll probably bring you around my family.
That's when you start to bring around your family.
But I would bring them around, like, my sisters first, for sure, and my mom, because my mom's, like, just the one that knows. She'll know. She's like, he's good news or he's bad news.
So you're going to bring around your sisters first or your mama first?
Probably my sisters.
Your sisters first, and they going to vet him up and see.
Yeah.
Well,
I would honestly probably talk him up to my sisters, though. Like, I'd be like,
if you like him, you should.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, check this guy out, blah, blah. But they'd all probably be at once, honestly. I'd probably just lay it on them at once.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like, you're going to walk in and you're going to meet my sisters and my mom all at the same time.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
My mom's just
don't
not
do that.
hard to get along with,
I've had that done to me. It's fucking frightening. It's just crazy. It's not cool. I tell you that right now. What are you
gonna do? You're gonna go like one-on-one with their parents?
I promise you, I was not ready, and I walked in, and her mama lived like a couple floors above, and so we just went up there, and I didn't know that's where we were going. She was just like, "Come on, like I gotta go to get something," and we walk in, and it's her mama and like her sisters, and I was like, froze right there at the door. I said, She was like, "You coming in?" I said, "Yeah, I'm right behind you."
Oh gosh!
I'm telling you that don't do that shit. It's freaky, but if they can last through that, then like then there's potential, even though you put them on the spot.
Yeah.
I feel like siblings and parents are different. Not for everybody, but just in a general sense of like in your immediate family, who you're gonna introduce your significant other to earlier. You're gonna probably introduce them to your siblings earlier because they're closer to age with your significant other. And that way they can either get along with them, not get along with them, and then let you know like, hey, you should probably not introduce this boy to dad because he gonna beat him up because he don't like slick talking shit, or he don't like that that face tattoo. He gonna slap him. I don't know why you thought you can date this boy. But for me, in my sense, I feel like you can introduce them to your siblings within, like you said, within the first couple months.
Yeah.
Within the first couple months, because like most siblings are, they're gonna be nosy. They're gonna be interested about it. I'm nosy as hell about who my siblings are dating. I'm nosy as hell. I really be wanting to know.
Oh my gosh, my sister be like that too. I brought this one guy over and she's like, "So you know what you're signing up for? Like, she got 3 kids. Are you ready? You know what? You know what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, do not,
It's like,
because we ain't even like at that level yet. Like, please stop."
That's too funny. Yeah, so I'm the type that's we gonna kick it. I'm gonna fill out, and then once I decide to make that commitment, whatever, I'm gonna bring around to my brothers and my sisters first.
See, for me, my brother would be like
really, my sisters first.
Yeah, my sisters
because
first, for sure.
they gonna judge her off the back, boom, and let me know what it is. Because I'm blinded by beauty, or I'm blinded by pussy, or I'm blinded by whatever I'm going through right then and there. That's what I'm blinded by.
Oh, they're probably harsh too.
So they gonna let me know what it is. Yeah, they didn't X some good ones out that I've been word.
Yeah.
No, they're This is crazy, man. This is crazy. So for me, I feel like you're gonna introduce them to your siblings first, so your siblings can watch you guys interact for a couple more months, if that makes sense.
Right.
You introduce them to your siblings first, because you're usually in constant contact with your siblings, and so when they see the progression of, oh, it's been good, or it's been bad,
Right.
or it's been all bad, they can tell you, okay, hey, we liked him. It's been 2 months, 3 months. We seen that he hasn't even took you out on one date. Does he have a job?
Yeah.
Is he working? Does he need any type of financial help?
Yeah.
Should you leave him? They gonna start getting on your neck about it.
That's true.
So then, yeah. And then if they do pass, if he's doing good, if we hope all of you men and women out there keep a good judgment in your emotional state and who you pick in a partner. But that's in a perfect Disney Channel world that we don't live in. We trick off our partners. We pick toxic people, and we love it. We have fun. We get over it. We break hearts. We get broken. We get over it. Y'all know how it goes.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. And then after that, I feel like then you can introduce, if they pass that sibling test, you can introduce them to your parents now. Yeah. If your parents don't like them, what happens?
Oh, that's a hard one. Because it depends. Because I've been in that situation. Like, I have.
It's not an easy situation.
And it's not. And it's hard. And they tell me all the time. But it's like, when you love someone that much, like, and thinking that, like, you can be there and you have that mentality of, like, oh, we can get through this, baby. Like, it ain't going to be like this forever. And they're just telling you, like, my mom, she's telling me. And I hate when she's right. Because she's telling me, you just need to lose him now. Like, if you don't lose him now, like, it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse, and you don't know. You're going to get way hurt more down the road. And I'm like, I know. Like, you right. I got it. But then it's like, once I tell my mom what happened, and I said, like, sorry, I told my mom, like, I can't go back because I told my mom.
Oh, so
like,
once you let your mom know, then you go back and you're like, so I just made my final decision. I told my mama I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
so
go back
I gotta go, and if I do, she's gonna clown me, and she's gonna punish me and give me a lecture I don't want to hear.
So if it's bad, if your parents don't like him, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, honestly, if my siblings don't. Honestly, it ain't gonna be bad for me. It's gonna be bad for you because they'll tell you. my siblings straight have. You want to hear a funny story? Oh God, my sister one time dropped a dude for one of my other sisters, like straight up.
Beat him up?
Oh yeah.
Punched him?
Oh yeah, because he was saying some foul things and wasn't being right, and she turned around and she said. And her dad's a Muay Thai instructor. Like, she knows how to throw a left hook.
She dropped him, huh? She dropped the boy.
What? He stood up. What? You just hit me. Like, oh my God. Like, you just hit me. But, like, my sisters, they'll tell you. And girls can be vicious. They'll tell you, like, we don't like you.
No, girls are ruthless. So be careful who you introduce them to first. So it's important to navigate, obviously, who you introduce to first. Do not do what Jen did and my ex did, and just have your whole immediate inside family waiting at the couch for
Just come to the
surprise
family
party.
reunion.
Yeah, I'm talking about you got a family reunion plan. You're talking about, hey baby, you want to just go to the park real quick? And
You want to go grab some lunch?
You want to go grab some lunch at the park? You know, that's a nice day. They're having a whole family reunion at the park. Got the banner up. They talking about Jen. Oh my God, it's good to see you too. This must be him.
Yeah.
They're
Is
gonna-
this your husband? Did you get married?
Oh, that's my family. We African. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if you are dating or married or not in a relationship or just had a kid. If that is somebody you were dating, that's your wife.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. If you're African, that's your wife. That's it. It's your wife or that's nobody to you. I'm like, God. I mean, not yet. Damn. Working on it. Shit. Not that easy.
And then she's probably sitting over there like, yeah, waiting for it.
She looking at me like,
like, where you at?
kind of right, kind of.
She about to walk away singing Beyonce.
How is this any way to treat your wife? Damn, you too? It's just crazy. So yeah, it's important to navigate how you spring your family encounters onto your significant other. Don't scare them away. Don't get them jumped and beat up in the streets. Make sure you communicate with them how your family dynamic works, because some people, especially in like interracial relationships, can offend very easily.
Yeah.
You know, very cultures, just by not really understanding the family dynamic. Like going into a situation where your significant other talks to their parent a certain way. They got that banter, whoop, but you come from a respectful home or something like that. So you're like, why are you talking to your mama like that? Yeah. And she's looking at me like, why would you ever say anything about me and my mama? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to overstep no boundaries.
And that's someone that your sisters would tell you to run from.
You know. Exactly. Exactly. So we gonna move on. That's that's covering introducing your family to your significant other in relationships. So you guys make sure you guys check out Shado After Dark. Making sure you guys check out Muzic Clan Media. That's where all the on YouTube. That's where all the episodes are. MusicClan.com. MUZIC. MusicClan.com. So we can find all the website with all the content and all our other podcasts and everything. So make sure you guys subscribe. Tap in. Okay. Now we're going to get into our last and final topic, which is our top 3. You know how we like to do it here at the After Dark. We like to finish off with the top 3. And today's top 3, Jen, are you ready for it? Yeah. Is top 3 traits that you got from your parents when it comes to relationships. Good or bad. Just ones that you noticed that you know.
Honestly, I would probably just say, like, the way I communicate in a relationship. Like,
you communicate like your mom?
Yeah, because I was raised by my mom. Like, I'm like, maybe just like what I don't know, maybe like emotionally, like how I communicate. Like, I like to talk things out, but I like to do it at a calm level. Like, I don't want to argue with you. If you're mad and you want to yell, I'm going to go, and you can take a 30-second breather, and then we can come back and talk.
Right.
And that's something that I really did get from my mom. Like, when I was mad as a child, she's like, okay, you go, chill the fuck out, and then come talk to me. Because I used to get mad when I was told no by my mom.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
You
yeah.
used to just freak out? You used to just
Sometimes,
turn on?
Yeah, I just, why?
Ooh, he was one of them bad little kids. He was acting up.
My mom will tell me I was her trouble child. I was her hardest child.
I
still am.
I wasn't that bad. I was pretty good, to be honest. I listened to my dad a lot. You know, like there was times obviously where I was like, I'm not listening to him today. Fuck all that. Yeah. You know, but for the most part, like, I was not out just blatantly disobeying him just because I felt like I needed to rebel. Right. It was not that serious for me, you know. But one thing that I think I got is that she has to have work ethic. You know, like I'm somebody that I feel like we both have to work. You know, we both have to bring something to the table in a relationship. You know, and that's something that I got from my dad, because he's like, it don't matter if you my wife, my child, my parent, you know, you got to bring something to the table. You got to help the family eat, help work, help put some on the plate. So That's the one thing that I feel like I got. What's your next?
I would say probably just like wanting to have fun and like really understands family, like the family value, like going on family vacations and making memories, you know? Like that's something I definitely got from my mom when it comes, and even just when I'm not in a relationship, like just constantly wanting to have my family time and making memories with that person. You know what I mean? Making memories together and with what we're doing and what our relationship means.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. My next one I'm gonna go with is, how do I put this? I like to say emotional discipline,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I watched my dad practice a lot of emotional discipline in situations where, you know, if you're a single parent and a kid is in trouble, or you guys are struggling and your kid is doing something that is working against you guys getting out of the struggle, you know, it's gonna put a toll on you emotionally, trying to get out of that hole and trying to figure shit out with this child, you know. And I've seen him do that and work through it and bring kids back, you know, bring some of my brothers back or bring me back, you know, whenever we're on our troubled path or whatever we're going on our troubled route. And so that's one thing that I hold dear to me too, is I want somebody that is going to be able to pull me back to the right path, you know, if I ever am starting to, you know, veer off or slack off or, you know, act out of character. I want somebody to be able to know my identity and be like, no, look, boy, you are out of line. You are out of character. I know you. I'm your love. Come back here. You know, come center. You know, so that's one thing that I like to have right there.
Okay, let's see. My last one would probably be just, it's a toss up. Probably, honestly, would be enjoying and respecting each other as individuals.
Okay.
Like knowing that, like, okay, this is what you like to do. This is what you want to do with your life. This is what I want to do. And this is what I like to do and what I want to do with my life. And we both are constantly like, I don't want someone to take care of me, and I don't want to take care of someone else. Like, we're taking care of ourselves as individuals and sharing that together and celebrating that together. Like with my mom and stepdad now, like they both have two completely different life, you know, careers for one. And not only that, but they both have completely different interests, like, and things, but they love each other enough that it's like, if you love yourself and then we come home at the end of the night and we talk about our day and we enjoy that, like, I love that.
Okay. My last one, I'm gonna go with I'm trying not to say any bad ones. I'm trying to keep myself in good graces here. You know, but I can't. You know, I guess I can get a little. Freaky here.
Get a little raw.
You're a little raw here. You know it is the After Dark show, so I can get a little raw here. My last one is probably that I'm controlling. Not crazy controlling, like, you know, I need to control your life or nothing, but I like to, you know, I need to be the alpha.
Yeah.
I need to structure the relationship, and I need to be the one to be answered to. You know, that's
right.
It is what it is. Like,
yeah.
And that's not uncommon of people raised by single parents, because single parents have to be the one that is the figurehead and take charge. And, you know, if you're raised by a single parent, you're usually a little bit more bossy because they have to boss you around, and that's all you do. All they do your whole life is fucking yell at you. All they do is screaming at you. Don't do this. Don't do that. So I feel like that's my last one on that one.
That's definitely one of mine.
So yeah, y'all make sure.
Now that you can point it out.
It's a good one. And y'all make sure, if you guys have any additions or any comments on the top threes, or you guys have suggestions on top threes that you guys want us to cover, please go to the website, musicclan.com, MUZIC, musicclan.com, or go to the YouTube on Music Clan Media, Shado After Dark. That's where you can find it. And you make sure you comment and you subscribe. And that's all we have for y'all today at the Shado After Dark show. I am Shado, the gold-toothed villain, leader of the Water Nation, the Zion Panther, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Jenno.
Jen, I'm the founder of Heal, helping everyone achieve love, where we want you to find yourself and love yourself.
And we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We want y'all to stay safe out there. Keep it real. Keep it raw. One love.